Some analysts are calling XRP's price to hit $12 if a few things fall in order. And we're here to give you some XRP price predictions. We're going to talk about the price of XRP given where the overall cryptocurrency market is today. We are dialing back a little bit on the charts here pre-market open. It's a big week, a massive week for all of crypto, pretty much for all of the investing community. Whether you're invested in crypto, stocks, etc., all eyes are on the Federal Reserve this week, and specifically Jerome Powell's decision on interest rates. But there is another big potential catalyst that's looming. That's what we're going to dive into, guys, in the video. So go ahead and hit the like button right now. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Drop an X or XRP in the chat so I know you guys are here. And let's run this baby up. It is Monday, September 15th. We're halfway home here in September before what hopes to be another October, which is next month. One of the best months historically in all of crypto. But XRP's price today is trading just under the $2 mark at $2.99. And I wanted to dive in exactly and tell you guys a little bit about what we're seeing right now in the overall market. Bitcoin coming back down below 115, ETH still hovering above 4,500, and a little bit of a pullback. Nothing too crazy here. We're down 1.48% in the overall market. There was a little bit of discussion this morning that I saw as to maybe why this is happening. Bitcoin just dropped $1,500 in a few hours while alts fell 5 to 10%. We got an NVIDIA dump. China accused NVIDIA of violating anti-monopoly law. And then we had a leverage flush. Bitcoin open interest hit new all-time high while price still was 7% below all-time high. Too much leverage. Whales flushed it out. We had 2 billion wiped out from Bitcoin already here in the last several hours. FOMC decision in a couple days, 25 basis point cut, almost certain, but Powell's hawkish tone plus CPI nearing 3% has spooked the markets a little bit. A little bit of de-risking maybe before some bullish events is common as well, just in case we get, an outlier. And nothing moves in a straight line. We know that, right? So Bitcoin's price came down a little bit, obviously pulling back everything, but you never know. We could heat back up today, and this could be a nothing burger very, very soon. But I wanted to get into XRP specifically here. Obviously, sign up for the free newsletter if you haven't already. Definitely get in there. We've also got, some great wealth strategies that we're building out, and it's going to help you stay ahead of the curve. So definitely sign up for the free newsletter right now if you haven't already. Right at the top of the description, linked down below, guys. And I do want to tell you a little bit about another offer that we have on top of the newsletter, and that is becoming an Inner Circle member. You could become an Inner Circle member today, guys, and receive unbelievable benefits, including full portfolio access. That's right. You're going to see everything that I own, sectors they're in, the moves I'm making, my buys and sells, AI generated crypto picks from my team, prime value crypto picks from my team every single week. And you're going to do all of this on the inside in an investing community where a private Discord exists. Gain access to valuable support and insights for less than $1 a day. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We just launched the product, guys. Super excited. Think private community, but beyond Patreon, where we have full control. It is awesome. I am super pumped to get this thing out the door. So come on over, sign up. There's a link down below. I'll leave it right below the private or the free newsletter. Sign up right now. Get in while you still can. This will not be this low forever, guys. Thank you guys so much again for signing up for the newsletter too. You're going to be getting a bunch of free alpha, but if you really want to level up, become an Inner Circle member today. All right, let's dive into it. XRP price predictions, $8 to $10 if ETFs are approved. So this is another big catalyst that we're watching. And market analyst Rob Cunningham explained that the XRP price could hit these levels if we get an ETF-driven demand surge. His analysis assumes that 17 new ETFs could bring in around 1 billion, creating 17 billion in total demand within a year. The issue is XRP's freely available supply, estimated at only 5 billion tokens. At today's prices, that's worth about $15 billion, meaning ETF demand alone would already exceed supply. He says if ETFs soak up this kind of liquidity, XRP's price will have to reprice much higher. Even conservatively, XRP's price would need to move above $3.40 to balance out. If fewer tokens are available for sale, prices could soar further. The XRP community showed a mix of excitement and impatience. Some claimed that $20 per XRP would not be life-changing, instead targeting levels like $150. Others stressed patience, pointing to analyst Jake Claver's warning about a possible XRP supply shock. We've waited this long. Patience is key. Once supply tightens, XRP could surprise everyone. Cunningham suggested ETFs might only be the start of the XRP price rally. U.S. banks manage 22 trillion in assets. Global IRAs rather, oversee 115 trillion. American households hold more than 5 trillion in savings. If even 0.5% of these pools flow into XRP, that's over 700 billion in new demand. So for now, the XRP price remains in consolidation phases, which we'll take a look at the price action here in a minute. But ETF speculation has certainly fueled a lot of, interesting commentary and insights. I'm still looking at a $5 to $7 target within this year if we get ETFs out and live. Okay. And I know that's conservative to some, and, but for others who maybe got in at, 10 cents, 20 cents, people were buying XRP very, very low. They might be very excited about these price actions, right? Everybody's on a different timeline. Everybody's on a different horizon. Everybody has different goals. So keep that in mind. You've got to create your own path, your own strategy for XRP. Okay. And don't listen to the outside noise. Don't let others dictate when you're going to make your moves, when you're going to take profits, when you're going to enter, when you're going to exit, etc. That's on you, right? We talk about price action all the time. And analysts right now are suggesting XRP could move to $8 to $12 conservatively. Extreme scenarios could see prices between 50 and 150 bucks. If we get to these levels, you got to understand how high the market cap would need to be, right? But this is a big factor. XRP's available supply is estimated at only 5 billion tokens. In terms of what's actually available for the open market, it's worth about $15 billion. With projected ETF demand around 17 billion, this is going to have a positive impact and should on the price. Now, when we look at XRP on the weekly chart, we could see what's going on here. I mean, it looks phenomenal since late last year. Okay, this is basically this time last year, right in here, guys. This was this time last year. We were sitting at 57 cents. Think about that. A year has gone by. We're up 432% since that year has gone by. That is insane gains on XRP's price. And I do think right now we're coiling back up. We're trading in a tight range. We're sitting and hovering around that $3 level and waiting for that next big pop. And, I'm looking again, first and foremost, at that $5 to $7 level. And then we'll see just how much the ETF, demand heats up for other assets outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do think the institutional money is set to flow elsewhere, and XRP is the next best option after Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no doubt about it, right? Sitting just shy of a $200 billion market cap, the largest US-based crypto company in all the land. And it is situated with it being ISO compliant and working very, very hard within the area of tokenization. And that's where I think the next big wave is going to come. So I appreciate you all for watching the video. Again, check out the Inner Circle link down below. I'll pin it as the top comment. Get ready to dominate the crypto market, guys. I'll see you on the inside. Become an Inner Circle member today, right now, and you're going to get access to all the great benefits. Can't wait to see you on the inside, and appreciate you all for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.